Welcome back, viewer. Remember, our SMS line number is 21144. So continue to keep it interacting with us. So, guys, before we took that short commercial break, over the weekend there was a lot of activity happening, especially in the sporting world. Copa America, finally, Brazil, after a very long time, managing to put 3 goals past Peru, despite their red card, Gabriel Jesus red card. Timothy, what's your take on Brazil winning the Copa, the 2019 edition of the Copa America?
I think for them, if they win, okay,
they have already won.
They have already won.
Yeah.
I'm speaking in past tense.
Yes.
What they did and their achievements so far, it's like a healing wound to what happened during their World Cup. They were thrashed 7-1 by Germany. So I think it's a healing wound for them, and they did us proud. Having been given a red card of Jesus, it showed that they can play with whomever is outside. They are not speculating whether Neymar is outside or who is outside.
Neymar is not even in the competition.
Exactly, because that was the excuse in the World Cup. So if Navas was given a red card and they still played, still a good thing.
So what confidence does it attribute to these Brazilian players, particularly if you look at this Brazil squad? Their players are players who play for big teams. So this winning the Copa America after a very long time, what confidence do they take to their clubs?
Actually,
respective clubs?
It has done them so much good, because for one, Brazil is known to be a football mad country.
Yes.
And their style of play is rare in this world. So having that drive that I'm a Brazilian at heart and by nationality and at birth also, I think it's enough to give you some confidence that wherever you go, the Brazilian in you will always manage to come out.
Always be there. And remember, a little bit later, we shall be discussing of which player Arsenal have signed from Brazil. So meaning that we are trying to integrate the Brazilian style in us.
But will your money coincide with
okay,
yourself?
so viewer,
it will be a fight.
We also had
their money a bit issue. Ngori kidogo.
It's not even Ngori, it's worse.
I think it's a strategy that we are trying to use.
Strategy,
Arsenal
strategy,
yeah.
I see.
It's good you're coming.
We shall be coming a little. Okay, we also had the Women's World Cup, whereby USA showed their dominance once again, winning it for the 3rd time consecutively. So, Timothy, USA 2-0. We said this. I said this that USA are going to go past Netherlands.
Did you?
I did mention.
John, did you?
Netherlands. What does it show to you? What's making USA to be this dominance, a powerhouse in football, especially in women?
That they are assigning to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Arsenal should take some lessons.
Yes.
When it comes
lessons
to football,
to be learned from this World Cup particularly.
For one, it's the confidence that they were the reigning champions when they came to this competition, and I believe that confidence that you're still champions, and that competition went well for them. It wasn't by luck that they won it. Having that confidence and having the likes of Alex Morgan and Megan Rapinoe in your squad, I believe it's enough drive to take you all through the competition.
So a lot of exciting moments in this year's Women's World Cup. We saw great players standing out and also being speculated to the men's Premier League clubs. So it was quite an interesting one, as also England managed to finish for the place position after being thrashed by Sweden in the 3rd of playoff. So we are also having a very interesting segment, that is the transfer speculation segment, whereby already Manchester City, the current reigning champions in England, have already signed Rodrigo, that is from Atletico Madrid.
Yes.
We are also having Paul Pogba, his agent, Riola
Diva,
coming with the speculation that Pogba might be going out. Jeff,
Yes.
let's start from there. Manchester United notes.
You just had to start there.
Yes, let me start from there, because you know Pogba has been a very big fundamental instrument to Manchester United.
You've even changed your sitting position.
Yeah, it's a very interesting matter to the Arsenal fraternity.
Okay.
So, Jeff,
Yes.
Paul Pogba being linked with the move out of Manchester United, and particular destination being Real Madrid or Juventus.
I will say that Juventus are out of the running since they've gotten Adrian Rabiot,
Yes.
and I believe they'll start
They also got
They'll-
another midfielder, Aaron Ramsey.
Ramsey, the likes of Ramsey, Rabiot. I think, and not Sensi. It was not Sensi. And I think that having Rabiot already landed, they'll start building around him instead.
So, to you as a Manchester United fan, hearing the fierce agent of Paul Pogba saying that Pogba is ready to leave Manchester United, despite Pogba traveling with the squad to the pre-season
For
tour.
pre-season at Perth.
The reason for Pogba, we all thought that Mourinho was in the wrong side. We didn't overlook as to what was going on, because there was a time Mourinho complained about Pogba going for a match, yet he wants to go with his own chauffeur instead with the bus. I think for him it's something that it's a diva thing that he has of trying to be the outstanding one, because he's the top player.
We have a lot of great players. He's not the only
He's
top
not the
player.
only one. He's not the top player.
Okay, so what if Real Madrid give you 80 million and they give you Bale and you give
Bale,
them
no.
Pogba?
Give us the money. Without
It's
Bale.
not a very good
Sell
move.
Bale, add that
Looking
money,
at
give
what-
us that money.
Looking at what Bale has done in the recent year in Real Madrid and also in Tottenham, do you think he cannot be a fit in Manchester
Bale,
United?
I think his time as in his form, it has literally hit rock bottom.
So
And
it
Bale
will
to
not
revive
be-
his career,
Uh-huh.
he need an year or two.
Uh-huh.
And Manchester United fans are very impatient.
Uh-huh.
So telling me that you'll bring Bale from Madrid to Manchester
It's not a good move.
in the hope that you want to win the league and such.
We want
So-
a player.
Real Manchester City signing Rodrigo. What does that tell you about Manchester City? Are they ready to let off the title?
I think they're ready to replace the old guys because Rodri is seen as Fernandinho's replacement.
Yes. So we are also having Arsenal making their first signing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't call it an exciting signing, but
You-
all in
You
all,
haven't seen the
it's a
signing even
signing.
play.
You
It's
were
a
showing it.
Brazilian.
You've been showing it all over the week on your phone.
Okay, we are saying
Posting-
he's going to be a promising. He's touted to be a promising player, having the origins of a Brazilian guy, and that is Martinelli. So, Jeff, Arsenal signing an 18-year-old guy. What does that make you think of Arsenal?
I think they're starting to look at the brighter future, not the darker one, as usual. Arsenal are more of short-term solutions than long-term solutions. I think this is a step in the long-term solutions. The likes of Guendouzi and now Martinelli coming in, I think that you're finally seeing the light. Sasa mnaona mwangaza.
That young players can play.
Viewer, I say no more concerning the transfer policy of Arsenal because it's been really, really unpredictable. Also, Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
Been linked with Manchester United.
Yeah.
50 million euros.
Yeah.
Okay, Manchester
Real
United.
Sporting Lisbon are not yet ready to let him go.
Yeah, but they want.
Do you
they
think
want a
that
fee
money
that's-
will activate him to go? Will activate his release?
Lisbon wants money that will break their own transfer record.
Exactly.
So
And do you think Manchester United can do so?
Have we?
haven't we proved with one Bissaka? Excuse me. Stop talking as if you're talking to Arsenal fans here. Eh?
We have
Relax.
even broken the record.
Relax.
The money you are being given.
We've held records for two
Okay.
players, Lukaku and Pogba.
Okay, the fact remains that we finished above Manchester United.
But yes, you finished above Manchester United.
We are heading to the
What
Europa
do you
League.
have to show for that?
Yes.
we reached in the Europa League final.
We also
came
in the
back.
Europa League, and you never won it.
You
We are not
came back.
different. You have just a participation
Yes.
medal.
You're not
Only.
going to the UEFA. We went
Exactly.
to the UEFA.
Okay, viewer, remember the debate continues in our next segment. That is the prediction center, whereby we'll be tackling the AFCON matches that will be happening tonight. Very, very interesting matches whereby we'll be having Ivory Coast playing against Mali and Tunisia going against the Black Stars, that is the Ghana side. So what's your prediction on the Ivory Coast versus Mali game?
First of all, I just want the bigger teams to be
Eliminated.
eliminated. Yes.
But also Ivory Coast and Mali are big teams.
Are big teams.
Tunisia and Ghana are also big teams.
But Tunisia are more likely the underdog
Yeah.
compared to Ghana.
Compared to Ghana, and Mali are more the underdog compared to Ivory Coast. So to me, I'm not being biased, but I will like Mali to win.
So your prediction on the Ivory Coast versus Mali game, you're going with Mali.
Yeah, I'm going
Mali winning the game
by 2-1.
2-1. Okay, so viewer, you can place on your bet on that. Either GG, either over. If you wish to listen to
Or
Timothy,
under.
you can place your bet
I'm an
on
agent
that.
at SportPesa.
Okay, so Jeff, Tunisia versus Ghana, a very interesting match here. Tunisia going against Ghana. What's your prediction on that game?
I believe Ghana have learned the lesson through Benin. The 2-2 draw with Benin, it hurt them a lot, and they bounced back with a 3-0 win again. And Tunisia, they haven't been quite promising. Yes, they are up to standards, but they are not. They don't have that cutting edge. So for me, I'll go with Ghana, a 2-0 win for Ghana.
2-0 for Ghana.
Yes.
So viewer, you've listened to our panels. Guys, I would like to ask you maybe a question about the ongoing AFCON. So far, so good, Timothy.
Yeah.
What has been your highlight in the ongoing AFCON?
In my ongoing AFCON,
The ongoing AFCON. What has been your highlight?
Kenya reaching where they reached. That's my biggest achievement. They have never done that.
Despite us not moving
years.
to...
Yeah, for
Progress.
15 years and just going into being able to maybe reach the round of 16. It's a big prayer for me.
I know we are yet to reach the quarterfinals, whereby that's where we get to know who are favorites. Yeah. So what has been your highlight, particularly on this African Cup of
Egypt's exit. Egypt's exit, for one, no one saw it coming. Absolutely no one. Everyone had thought that with the way South Africa had played the group stages, they will just come. It was just a formality match for Egypt to just score a goal or two and they proceed. But South Africa had other plans, and Egypt were a bit late to notice that the game was out of their reach. So my highlight is how South Africa eliminated Egypt.
how they eliminated Egypt.
Yes.
So viewer, remember, all the sporting action you shall be getting here at Sugu. That is every Monday from 10 p.m. Be sure to join up as we keep you up to close with the sporting action and the sporting world. What has been going on, the transfer rumors, all the AFCON results, we shall be bringing them to you. So until next time, I've been your host, John Gige.